Bonjour, dogs. This is Isaac here, and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2022. Recently, I saw Death on the Nile, and I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't read the original book, and I haven't seen the 1978 movie, so I was more or less going into this new adaptation as a newcomer. I mean, I know what it's about. It's about a French detective who has to solve a murder mystery on a cruise ship during a couple's honeymoon. But again, since I don't have the book or the movie to compare it to, or the 1978 movie that is, I'll instead judge it based on my own subjective opinions and what I liked or didn't like about it. Oh, and regarding what I said about me not being sure why I saw this, I guess I only decided to go out and watch it because I wanted to try and branch out with the movies I'd be seeing this year, both by seeing more of the big releases and seeing stuff I wouldn't normally see in other years. With that said, Death on the Nile was good. It wasn't great, but it was good, I guess. If you're wondering what held it back from being any better in my mind, it mainly came down to the writing and the pacing. A 2-hour runtime should be just about enough time to set up a compelling and interesting mystery, but the movie constantly gets caught up in scenes that go on for far too long and more often than not end up rather insignificant in the grand scheme of the story. Not helping is that a lot of the dialogue is kind of awkward, where even if the actors do a pretty good job overall, some of the dialogue either just drags out or it's simply confusing and the characters outside of the detective weren't all that interesting. But does that mean I didn't like this movie? No, as Death on the Nile had plenty of things that I enjoyed. For one, this movie is very well directed, with Kenneth Branagh doing a great job of portraying this movie's time period, with the costume design also being fantastic in the regard of portraying the post-World War I era and its fashion. Also, the cinematography is excellent. The actors, as previously mentioned, all do well in their respective roles, and even if it takes a long time for the real mystery to actually get started, when it does come into full swing, it's really interesting and consistently had me wondering what would happen next. Well, I don't really have too much else to say about Death on the Nile because even if it's nothing special, it's at least better than the garbage I had to sit through in January. Sure, the writing and pacing are quite bad and some of the dialogue is a bit tedious, but it's a massive improvement from the last Kenneth Branagh film I saw, although that's not really saying much because Artemis Fowl is, well, I think you get the idea. But back on topic, even if it's not perfect, Death on the Nile still has a lot of good stuff going for it, like the direction, the costume design, the cinematography, the early 20th century setting, which is funny since this was released by 20th Century Studios, and the main mystery itself. If you like mystery movies or Kenneth Branagh movies that aren't Artemis Fowl, this might be worth a watch. It's nothing special and there's plenty of better movies out there, but for what it's worth, you might have a decent time. So I guess I'll close this case by giving this movie a 7 out of 10. Next time, I'm gonna be reviewing Uncharted. I've never played the game, so we'll just have to wait and see, but hopefully it can be worthwhile. Anyways, that's just about it for this review. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!